One church town, there's a gold dirt road to a whole lot of nothing. Got a deed to the land, but it ain't my ground. This is God's country. We pray for rain and thank Him when it's falling, 'cause it brings a grain and a little bit of money. We put it back in the plate, I guess that's why they call it God's country. I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in the 40 on the muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running in. Save all the sound of a pin found Dixie whistle in the wind that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country. We turn the dirt and work until the week's done. We take a break and break bread on Sunday, then do it all again, 'cause we're proud to be from God's country. I saw the light in the sunrise, sitting back in the 40 on the muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running in. Save all the sound of a pin found Dixie whistle in the wind that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country. I don't care what my headstone reads or what kind of pine wood box I end up in. When it's my time, lay me 6 feet deep in God's country. Sunrise, sitting back in the 40 on the muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running in. Save all the sound of a pin found Dixie whistle in the wind that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country. Yeah, I saw the light, sunrise, sitting back in the 40 on the muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running in. Save all the sound of pin found Dixie whistle in the wind that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country.
Good evening, everybody. Joan here with another lovely episode of Echoes and Epitaphs. Today we are at the top of Rich Mountain in Polk County, Arkansas. And today we are going to be filming probably one of the oldest cemeteries in this area, known as Pioneer Cemetery, also known as the Heffley Witherspoon Cemetery. Now, according to ArkansasGenealogy.com, the cemetery is located on land patented by James Witherspoon in April of 1861, and after his death, his heirs sold the land, and with the exception of a 2-acre tract that was conveyed to his son John. This tract of land would actually become what we have here today. Sorry, guys. And however, though, it was sold like 4 or 5 times before it was finally acquired by the Forestry Service on August 21st, 1923 from the Amos Handle Company. So, however, there is some folklore to this cemetery associated with it. There's a story that was told by former residents of the tragic death of a young girl during a particular bitter winter. All of the family that this girl belonged to fell ill except for their daughter, needing firewood. And so she was sent out to fetch it, and unfortunately came across a pack of wolves. I didn't even know there were wolves in this area, but we're talking about, supposedly the early 1800s here. So the next morning, she actually climbed a tree to get away from the wolves, and they found her frozen in the tree. And supposedly she's buried in this cemetery here. Now, there's supposedly 23 graves in this cemetery, and only one is marked. So we're going to check out some of the grave markers here and see what we can find. So here we go. Looks like some people have been here before, leaving tokens. But most of the, again, the markers are just field stones, except for one that I think is marked. There's another field stone there. Looks like an old flower on this one. Old flowers on that one. There's one. There's another. It is quite beautiful here. Beautiful old fence. I think that might be one there. A lot of coins. I can't remember exactly the coins as far as leaving the coins. I believe, I know there was a, paying the Charybdis who floated on the Nile River, no, the river Styx, and you had to pay him to cross the river to get to the other side. Do what?
Chris DeBurr wrote a song about that.
Yeah, I think
don't pay him until you're all the way over on the other side.
Right. I think that's what all of these coins are actually for and or representing, if I'm not mistaken. An old piece of iron there. Lots of coins. Looks like there's some more over here. And I will get to the one individual that is marked over here in just a minute.
The tree just fell.
Do what?
The tree just fell.
Oh.
If a tree falls in the forest and no one's there to hear it, nobody's there to hear it, but I was here to hear
it. Okay. That was interesting. I heard a noise, but I didn't know what it was. I wasn't sure what it was. Looks like a railroad spike there. That's old.
There was a couple more of them over on that.
Was there?
That,
let's take a look.
Bill Hesley or the one mark.
Looks like somebody left a, cigar of some sort in the tree there. Where were you?
I left it there. It was on the ground.
Oh. Where was the other railroad spike?
Right here.
Yeah, this is the one that is actually marked, and I don't know if he was the last one interred here or not. I'm assuming so. His name was Bill Heffley, and was born in 1866 and died in 1952. And there's some more railroad spikes. But there is I don't know if I got that one or not. That's quite a few coins there. So, pretty simple. And, again, probably one of the oldest cemeteries in this area, thus calling it the Pioneer Cemetery. Trying to see what this said here. Here we go. So, it says, the cemetery is located on land patented by James Witherspoon in April of 1861. And basically what I had said before. And so these are some of the names of the people that are interred here. Betty Bowling Davis, Jesse Farless, A.Y. Hayes, Pegleg Keith, John McSlarrow, Bill Putman, Redbird, Grandma Williams, Mr. Williams, Wilkerson, the small girl, James Witherspoon, Mrs. Witherspoon daughter, and Mr. Wolfenberg. So those are just a few people that are interred here. So, anyways, kind of a short video today, but definitely one of the oldest cemeteries that I've ever seen. And it actually looks like, speaking of old, the fence looks like it's logs that were chopped in half, but doesn't look like the screws are too terribly old, so it may not be as old as I thought it was. Anyways, this is it, guys. Pretty simple, small, but some of the founding members of this area. So, anyways, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you on the next adventure.
Daddy drove the wheels off a flatbed Ford Flies, found a hole in the old screen door. Granny said the dress that my sister wore to church wasn't long enough. Mama poured grease in a Crisco can, put 100,000 miles on a Sears box fan. Uncle Joe put tobacco on my hand where them yellow jackets tore me up. And I ain't making this up. Oh, you think I'm talking crazy in a different language you might not understand? Oh, that's alright. That's just the kind of life that made me who I am. Just taking my mind on a visit back in time, 'cause I miss you. You wouldn't know love like I love it unless you lived it. Man, I lived it.
I don't know if you can see it, folks. Tree line is kind of blocking my view there, but we just saw an eagle. That was pretty cool, and he or she was huge. So on the way back down the mountain here is the Queen Wilhelmina Lodge, and
Not that.
no, that's actually a bathroom. But yeah, but we'll see the Queen Wilhelmina Lodge coming down, as well as the locomotive, and I thought I'd let you guys see that, as well as our little side detour, which is called the Wonder House. Yes. Now, tours are available for this particular home here, and there's the locomotive. You can see it over there. Now, there we go. Alright, so this is the Wonder House, you guys. We'll just kind of get out and take a look real quick. Alright, let's have a look. Beautiful stonework. Wildflowers blooming. There also are a lot of trails up here that you can enjoy. I would say preferably in the fall time when it's a lot cooler than what it is now. So, as the sign says here, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but this 9-level house was built in 1931 by Carlos Hill and Phil Lance. It was immediately sold to C.E. Foster, an Oklahoman oil man. The house was used as a vacation cabin until 1958, and then it became a part of the state park here. So you can kind of see the sleeping area, the living area as you're looking into the house, and then the side section, which is the bedrooms, the kitchen, the cellar, and the bathroom. So that's going to be that part there. But we can go ahead and take a look, at least inside one of the windows here, and see the front part. Oh, look at those steps. I could live in a place like this. Love the stonework. Absolutely beautiful. I don't know if we can see in or not, ladies and gentlemen, but there we go. Just take around, look around the side. Again, not that we can see very much, but we can see some. Beautiful, just beautiful. I just love the stonework here. Look at the old ironing board. The flat iron. Oh, that is just so beautiful. Oh, I could live in a place like this. Little rock cottage. And there is an amphitheater outside the location here. So, anyway, I'm not going to go all the way down in there. Let's see if we can see inside. There you go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Anyway, folks, just thought you'd like to see a little side trip. One of my favorite things to do with Echoes and Epitaphs is to have a little side trip, a side adventure. Anyways, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And again, we will see you on the next adventure.